got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and sworn like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this with new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Foles Eagles going up against Garoppolo's 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, an even 90 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Again, it's Hyde. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And it's caught by Selleck. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 47 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Foles. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Foles. He finds Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Following the penalty, it's high. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Brent Selleck, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Now that incompletion there gives us a chance to inform the Madden community that we are taking a little bit of a break for the holidays.
A brief hiatus.
A brief hiatus. And the next live content update, next commentary update will be coming January 10th.
Well, that just means if we're coming back for January 10th, we're talking playoffs.
We will be talking playoffs.
We'll be talking playoffs. We'll be talking the meat of the action, the best part of the season, the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so the post-Christmas blues will be over because we'll be talking about the playoffs.
Foles. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So that pass goes awry, but to make a quick pivot, before the game, you and I were going through the list of 1,000-yard receivers this year. Some familiar names, yes, but a couple that are back on the list and then a fresh face.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, you mentioned guys that we're used to. Antonio Brown, well over 1,000 yards again. No surprise there. Gronk, he gets it done. You know, let's face it, he's one of the toughest matchups in the league. But Michael Thomas with the New Orleans Saints, really nice rookie season 2016. He made it legit this year, going over 1,000 yards. And then you look at Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome back to the 1,000-yard list for both of them, because you expect them to be there each and every year. And finally, they'll welcome to the club an undrafted free agent from Minnesota State named Adam Thielen. You're exactly right. What a season he's had for the Minnesota Vikings.
First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw. And he connects with Ertz. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 29. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back here right after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought. First down, Garoppolo. Room to run past midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Midfield. Here's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run, hide, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home. Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. They'll drop to throw.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him, Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And it's caught by Selleck. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Foles. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get it. chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Go, go, go!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And Selleck here, left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing! 52 to 5, 52.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The play clock's running down. Play action. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Foles. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
This is a jive. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's caught by Aguilar. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's a giant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright. See the...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eli Harold coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And Elliott puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
This will be taken in at the 1. Spins away. Shifts by him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin from 6 yards away. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. So that one will be accepted. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
The tight end in motion right. Here's Foles. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the counter, this is high. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo being chased out left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season.